Hey co-stars, welcome to another episode of Generation Films. My name is British Ben, and if you have watched the latest episode of the Book of Boba Fett, you will have been treated to an irresistible display of cuteness from Baby Yoda himself.
Grogu.
Anyway, the most recent episode left me with two burning questions. Number one was, where is Luke training Grogu, i.e. what planet? And secondly, who is the bounty hunter that we see at the end of the episode? In this video, we will answer those two questions and we'll give you a load of other Easter eggs too. But first, if you haven't watched the episode yet, I do suggest you go and watch it first and then come back and watch this video. Otherwise, it's just gonna spoil it for you. So you see Luke training Grogu at an unknown location where he is constructing what he describes as a school for Jedi. While the shape of the building certainly looks similar to what we see in flashbacks in The Force Awakens and in The Last Jedi, when you see the finished structure in the Book of Boba Fett, the shape is certainly different and the location is different too. It's in a valley with mountains behind it rather than on an open plain. So are they breaking Last Jedi canon? I hope so. Or is this perhaps an earlier school before Luke started his main school? Maybe it's at a different location. And what planet is it even on? Well, from a behind the scenes perspective, it looks like the location is somewhere in southern China from the footage, but they probably didn't go to China to film this. I assume they just got someone to film some drone footage and then added in the ship. And the part in the bamboo forest, that could easily be filmed in a man-made bamboo forest in the US, with the backgrounds added with green screens or whatever. But what about the location within the Star Wars universe? Well, in the J.J. Abrams trilogy, it was always said that Luke's Jedi temple was at a secret location known only to members of the Jedi Order. But in Star Wars Legends, it was actually on Yavin 4. This was the moon orbiting the gas giant called Yavin, and it was the location of the Rebel base in Star Wars A New Hope. It was a tropical planet covered by jungle and rainforest, which is actually similar to what we see in the Book of Boba Fett, but the buildings that we see in the Star Wars comics are different. They were more like Aztec temples. And this is actually because they set it up in the great temple that used to house the Rebel Alliance base. So the fact that they kept the tropical feel maybe hints that they might be going with Yavin 4, but perhaps this is an earlier temple that Luke built before he moved it into the old Rebel Alliance base, and this kind of would make sense because apparently Book of Boba Fett takes place about 9 years after the Battle of Yavin, and Luke moved into that temple at 11 years ABY, so it would kind of sync up with Legends. Maybe. Luke in the episode was voiced by original Luke Skywalker actor Mark Hamill.
This is a lightsaber.
But obviously played by body doubles with a CGI face of the young Luke added. Yoda'S lightsaber in the episode is one that Yoda had constructed himself once he was exiled to Dagobah.
I'm looking for someone.
Looking? Found someone you have, I would say.
Since Yoda lost his original lightsaber during his battle with Darth Sidious in Revenge of the Sith. All right, we have one really cool Easter egg for you that I'm going to talk about right at the end, but first of all, let's take a look at Cad Bane. This character was first introduced in the Clone Wars episode Hostage Crisis. He is a bounty hunter from the planet Duro near Corellia in the galaxy's core. During the Clone Wars, he worked with Palpatine to track down Force-sensitive children in the galaxy. In an unreleased 4-episode arc of the cancelled final season of the Clone Wars, Cad Bane would have teamed up with Boba Fett for a mission to rescue a child from Tusken Raiders. This would end with the two of them facing off in a duel and Cad Bane causing the dent in Boba Fett's helmet. That footage was shown at the Star Wars Celebration in 2017. And during that episode arc, it would have also shown Cad Bane acquiring his ship, the Justifier. Cad Bane also showed up in Bad Batch, where he had a confrontation with Fennec Shand over Omega, an unaltered female clone of Boba Fett who Bane had been tasked to capture. So this sets up the relationship between Cad Bane, Fennec Shand, and Boba Fett. In the Book of Boba Fett, episode 6, we see Cad Bane now working for the Pike Syndicate in his classic cowboy costume, having it out in a duel with Cobb Vanth. Now, Cobb presumably survived. It looked like he was only shot in the shoulder, but his deputy could practically be wearing a Star Trek red shirt. You knew he was gonna die from the moment he stepped out. Then I did say we were gonna give you one more Easter egg from the show, and this is pretty cool, and that would be the supposed crest of Barris Offee, who was a Jedi Padawan who became disillusioned with the Jedi and orchestrated the bombing of the Jedi Temple, framing Ahsoka Tano. In the flashback scene where Grogu is in the Jedi Temple during Order 66, we see a crest on the wall that is quite similar to this crest that is present in Barris Offee's quarters in the Clone Wars. It caused a little commotion on Reddit since Wikipedia editors initially listed it as Barris Offee's crest, but then yesterday they changed the title to Unidentified Crest. This is probably because it has not officially been identified as her crest in on-screen canon, but a variation on this symbol is present in the flashback scene in the Book of Boba Fett, and the dots in the middle look very much like her face markings. So this maybe indicates that we could possibly see Barris Offee in future flashback scenes, in future episodes of the Book of Boba Fett. Alright guys, that is the video. I hope you liked it. Please give this video a like for the YouTube algorithm. Hit that subscribe button if you're new, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.